Hello everyone, how you guys doing? Hopefully you're having a wonderful day. Today we are with episode number 111 of the Ironman series, a series in which we try to enjoy the game of old school RuneScape together. And today, like the days before, I feel pretty good. So if we go and look at the bank, I'll throw everything on in there and see what we're up to. 7.4 built in total. Most notably, last episode we finished off the full Thieving set, so that has been a big chase of mine for a while, and excited to be able to have knocked it out. As for the total levels, 2267 total, 10 levels off of max. Will I get any this episode? Probably 50-50, who knows? 300k off a couple of them. They're just teasing me. Beyond that, in regard to bosses that I will be chasing, Araxxor would be a fun one from Slayer. I do need to get the Araxxite Fang, or at least I'd like to get it. Beyond that, Krill would be cool as a Slayer task, because I do need the Zamrock hilt as well, and I'm sure we'll get into a lot of other miscellaneous endeavors. Wouldn't mind doing some questing as well, or some, combat tasking, all the miscellaneous whatnots that we have available endgame. But we'll see where we get going to. I'm not quite sure as of yet. Well, checking back in, here we are. So I'm going to go ahead and just start thieving right off the rip here. I was doing a little bit of herb lore, trying to prep, running out of all the herbs that I got, and I sort of realized, prayer potions are running a little low. I mean, I have 1,000 of them, but once I decant those, it's like 750. So, but yeah, I currently have like 4k super restores, which is great, but I don't want to use them. So Ranarr seeds it is. Gonna get to foot pedaling, see how many we can get. Oh my. Well, here we are. A long while later, I have returned. As you can see at the bottom of the inventory, we got a couple different seeds, neither of which is the Ranarr pile. We're gonna head out of here though. Currently at 20.1 mil thieving XP. I came here at somewhere in the 18s, so definitely a good bit of work done there. And in terms of Ranarr's 236, so pretty good number, I would say. Quite a good while foot pedaling over there, so happy with that. The highest pile I ever remember getting before was maybe like 120, 140, somewhere in there, so that is gonna do me in for a good while at this point. As I mentioned before, currently not out of potions, but 1,000 prayer pot 3, and that's about all I got. So yeah, having nearly 250 seeds is surely gonna help. So yeah, stacked up some good Ranarr seeds as well with Snapdragons too. Unsure where the wind's going to take us. Currently, I have a task of 212 gargoyles, so I'm going to do that, but we'll see what happens after. That's a fun one. Just a few tasks later, we have a Kree'arra task available to us. Still halfway in, halfway out on if I want to do the round KCs or not anymore, but I'm just going to go ahead and do it. 41 there will get us up to 700, actually 600, I correct myself there. Here, still hunting the Hilton Pet. Neither do I care all too much about, but wouldn't mind either. We'll see though. This is my first Kree task post-Shadow, so should be a fun one. How's it going? Hanging out doing some cooking at the moment, and just got this nice little beekeeper's top. Usually don't check in with the random event collection logs, but this one felt somewhat necessary as now I have 22 out of 23 for all of these. The only one left, of course, is the stale baguette, so we will be hunting that for a while, but I'll throw that on in the house and get that polished up. As for me at the moment, just doing some cooking and miscellaneous gatherings for PVM. I have a lot of monkfish I want to go ahead and cook, also some karambwan, sharks, a lot of good stuff. So just slaving away over the hot stove over here, don't mind me. I have since cooked all of the food that I have in my bank. Gonna go ahead and make some potions, but before I do that, I wanted to go ahead and make the bank look a little bit nicer, reorganize it a bit, and in doing so, I'm gonna get rid of some dupes that I have lying around. Little nervy here picking out the dupes just to make sure they actually are dupes and I'm not just throwing away a useful item on the account, because that would be problematic, of course. I think we are a-okay though. One Brio Staff, we got 3 of those on the account, so should be good there. A couple Carol's leather skirts that are extra. 2 Bandos pieces that I already have, and a Staff of the Dead as well. Fingers crossed, because if not, that's a rough one. A cool 67 mil on over to the main. I am going to store that away and slowly build up to probably a rare on RS3. I think that's the end goal here. Sort of an odd end goal, but a party hat on RS3 would be really cool. And if I hit a mega rare weapon dupe, that will be fairly easy to attain. So we shall see, though. I'll get back to the gains. Going to make some potions here and then see what Slayer has in store for us. Still have 26 Kree'arra, so I'll get onto that. I guess dying with the vestige doesn't count. You got to die with a ring. That's sort of weird. I went back to get my cape and that was still there. So I guess we'll save that for another day. Immediately after that, we hit a nice dupe here at Armadillo. Still 20 left on task. Don't know if I'm going to get it done on this trip, but going fairly well with the Shadow. Would be going a lot better if I brought the bones to Peaches, but what are you going to do? Sadly, no more luck to be had at Arma, but after a few more tasks, I did get this 248 Araxxite task, so that'll be a big one. Of course, at Araxxor, still hunting, well, I guess 1, the pet, but 2, most importantly, the Araxxite Fang. I guess I'd take a jar as well, but, Fang's what we're looking for here. We'll get back to shredding through the Scythe charges and see if RNG is in our favor. Well, Not exactly what we're looking for here. About to die as well if Araxxor gets a hit in. Just got a noxious point. That'll finish off the second halberd here so far at Araxxor. Little over, I think, 800? Actually, exactly on 800 KC at the moment. So still hunting. Still a decent amount left on task. That was just the beginning, so we're just getting started. Hey everyone, I'm here in Lumbridge. I just lost 102 mil in the Wildy, and I gotta figure out what exactly I lost. Oh god. Oh god. I hate to say it, but whenever I went to go kill myself earlier for some GP on the main account, I turned off the PK skull prevention. I then, using my Venator bow to farm hard clues, attacked someone in the Wildy that then attacked other people. A tale as old as time. Of course, the Venator bow being a newer version of that, but that's a classic with like chins back in the day. I mean, that is just so silly. I know the Venator bow's gone. I think that's the big one, which, trust me, that sucks. And I'm not excited about that at all. Oh. Man, refarming, that's going to be terrible. It's not all that useful except for at the Whisperer, which, you know, I liked it there for sure. I also liked it for the hard clues and the Wildy. That was great. Beyond that, I lost an Anguish too. Luckily, by the grace of God, happened to keep on my protect item, which kept the Missouri, so that's good. That would have been a brutal loss there. I think that's it though, which, you know, that wouldn't be totally killer. Man, that's a tough look. That hurts deep down inside. I guess you live and you learn, right? So we'll probably go hunt the freaking necklace of anguish whenever we get a black demon sash. Gosh darn it. And now I'm left with the decision of like, do I go do these hard clues? I mean, obviously, but that's just going to be the saddest time ever. Oh my god. I have made my way back on over to Araxxor. Still have 186 left on task, so we'll get back to doing some safe PVMing. Yeah, I mean, you know, now that I got a little time to reflect on it, obviously, you know, not the way I'd want it to go down, but in theory, if I'm going to accidentally skull and lose a bunch of items in the Wildy, an Anguish and a Venator bow isn't as bad as it could be. Definitely could have been worse. If I wasn't protect iteming last night, I would have ended up losing Missouri top, so that would have been tough, especially considering I dropped a top on over to the main account. Definitely has me questioning if I should drop items on over to the main account like those. I'm enjoying myself out here. I actually brought out the SGS first time in a while, and I'm only realizing now that it's actually fairly useful for an Ironman. I mean, I save on prayer pots and on food. Kind of a big deal, assuming it hits. I just hit a 3, never mind. I swear, before though, it was always killing this green thing, hitting like 50s, it was easy. But yeah, should be safe here, don't think we're at any risk, so we'll see if Araxxor is feeling nicey. Never mind, immediately after that I got sat. Well, we are back again here, 906 KC. I am starting off the third of the halberds here at Araxxor. You know, I guess we'll see if we end up making the full thing. Araxxor will decide that, of course. I'm just going to keep on keeping on, 128 left on task, and do my best. Catching this one live, presumably nothing going to happen here, but just wanted to inform that I am messing around at Chambers. After the misfortunes out in the wilderness, I've actually decided just go ahead and call it. We're going to be in RS3 series now. It's nice and AFK. I'm enjoying it. Just hanging out, you know, having a grand old time. Chatting with the people. It's lively. I don't know where I'm at or what's going on, but I'm doing it. On a real note, though, I currently have some hard clues that I want to go ahead and open. We're currently at 600. I have 50, so we'll get to 650. I would like to get a full 100, but I'm just so eager, and I really, really want that Bando's plate body. I'm hoping we can redeem ourselves a little bit on that lost Venator bow, but time will tell. So let's go ahead and see what we got there. In regard to the clogs, I have 115 of 134, so that means I need 19. I don't have any de-hide shields, which is kind of crazy. And I'm missing a few others, but probably not going to see too much. Of course, I guess in theory, there's always Third Age and Gilded as well, so we'll keep an eye out. But I'll return with any clogs if Gygax is feeling kind. Oh, we got one. All right, it wasn't what I wanted, but we got one. I'm almost halfway through. I thought we were going to go all 50 without any, so I'll take one, I guess. It's disgusting how low my standards have gotten as of late with these hard clues, but do what you got to do. Alrighty. Just 10 more to go. Okay. All right. Second to last one, we got the Explorer backpack. And last but not least, the final hard clue, Gothic's plate body. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Man, that's brutal. That was no fun. That was a lot of time getting hard clues. A lot of hard clues to complete. And we are no closer to where we want to be. Guess we're going back on over to Araxxor to try our luck. Let me get the Slayer helm on. Around about 80 or 90 left on task, if I do remember correctly. Yeah, 82. Closing now, 1k KC. Should end a little bit above it, so we'll see if our luck's in store. 4% left here on this kill, and this is going to be where we call it for Araxxor, at least for a little bit. I'm not sure if I'm going to finish off this task or not. I have 35, now 34 left. That is 1k KC in total. Lovely number to round that out at for a little bit. I did just get a PM to go ahead and head on over to some CMs, so that's where I'm going to be heading. Araxxite Fang will wait for another day. Oh my gosh, just had to hop out of that. We almost had another incident out here. Everyone loves running raids in the high-risk worlds because you get lower ping and whatnot there. Yeah, not good for when I'm doing miscellaneous activities afterward. Luckily, no one was out here. I teleported to the Gorok area instead of the Burning Amulet. I'd like to think that that might have saved me there, but got a few masters lined up from Araxxor and Chambers, so going to go ahead and knock them out now. This is going to be the last pull here at Araxxor, at least for this task. I have finished off this go-around at 1,034 KC. I also have finished off my scythe charges. I have to go throw some more blood runes and blood vials into that one. What are you going to do? The clock keeps on ticking and the scythe needs charged. We do what we must, but as for Durdell, maybe it's feeling nice to get me back-to-back. Gargoyles, not bad. I'm not going to kill any grotesque, but I will stack up some clues, go ahead and do that. I think I'm actually going to round this out with some quests. I've been feeling a little giddy for some quests. Maybe it's just the holiday season with the Christmas event out and all that good stuff just got me in the mood. All right, let's dip this on in here. Hopefully I got some side charges in here. Let's dip this on in. How many do we have? 93, I guess, is what we'll go with, and I have absolutely drained that well. It's fun using the scythe when I have all the blood runes stacked up. I'm not looking forward to the day when that is no longer the case. Currently, 380k still left, 800 vials of blood. I haven't sent basically any Tob since I got the scythe, but it is something I would be down to do. Still need to learn hard mode Tob, but what are you going to do? Well, decided to go ahead and sort by year. We're going to knock out Porcine of Interest. I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't really know, to be honest. I didn't read any of the chat during this, so I have no clue what we're talking about. But I did kill a pig, so I think that has something to do with that. Nonetheless, 30 Slayer reward points, a 1k Slayer XP, and a quest point. Pretty big time. Most importantly, nice looking goggles. Up to 300 quest points in total, 11 quests to go, and basically all new ones, so should be ones I've never even done before, to be honest. Must have been a 5-minute quest, plus whatever cutscene this is going to be. He's very excited about the mounted pig head that I got for him. Actually, I think it's a bear head. Whatever makes him happy, I guess. 1 quest point, some XP, we'll take it, gladly. 301 quest points, and I don't know if I want to do Night of the Theater. I don't know if I can just walk up in there by myself. I'm guessing I can. A few interesting things in regard to that quest. At least whenever I did it the first time, it used to just be you go in, you do theater, and that was basically it. I actually had to go up and head on up to the spider cave up here, I guess all the way up here. Had to kill a Spory as well, which I thought was going to ruin my KC, but it was a fake Spory that was down over here in the swamp. And then finally, I didn't even have to run through TOB, I guess, because I already have it done. It just let me skip right through it, so that's nice. I'm glad I didn't have to prove that I could do TOB, because certainly that's the case. You know, you see cutscenes like this, and it'd probably be pretty cool if I had been reading what's going on throughout this game forever, but oh well, you know, spacebar works good. There we go, just like that. 2 quest points, 4 antique lamps. I'll gladly take it up to 303 quest points in total. And I think that's what we're going to call it for this go-around. Path of Gluffrey can wait till another day. I think next episode, I mean, depending on what these quests are like, I would like to push for a quest cape and be able to knock that out. Save the quest for later on in the account so I could have a little bit of fun, and we're doing just that. So, as for the lamps, no levels to be gained here, so I guess I'll just throw it on, well, I was going to say agility, but I guess it's only combat, so who cares, really. But yeah, that's what we're going to call it for this go-around. Total level still the same, bank even lower than where we started, so I guess they all can't be winners, can they? With that said, though, that's going to be it for this episode. If you did enjoy it, make sure to leave a like. I'd appreciate it greatly. Anything you'd like to tell me or others, let us know in a comment down below. If you want to see more videos like this, as soon as I go live, make sure to subscribe. As always, clan chat, Discord, all that fun stuff down below. But with that said, hopefully you have a wonderful day, and peace.